Countries do differ in the process of the implementation of Paris Agreement into their national policies. Countries which are examples to follow, it can be said it's like Morocco and Israel. For example, Morocco is already advancing for policy into action by the construction of the NOR project, and also the aims of implementing the national policies regarding the renewable energy. On the other hand, we have Algeria, Tunisia, Palestine, which do show that they are willing to take measures. However, when it comes to measures into actions, these countries still have a lot to go. Although it can be noted, for example, that Tunisia has implemented climate change as part of its constitution, still, due to several constraints, these countries have a lot more to go. Indeed, it can be noted that countries in the South Med region do face one of the important problems, which is the lack of mutual collaboration and cooperation. As such, as part of the policy recommendation, it can be said that it's very important for these countries to foster mutual cooperation, which can be done through different measures, for example, the transfer of know-how and technology, also capacity building through mutual research and development projects. As such, it can be emphasized that the synergies that countries can achieve through their mutual cooperation, it can lead them to a much more significant implementation of climate change agreements. Climatic processes seriously affect human migration. However, contrary to climatic events, which are events such as earthquakes, climatic processes are very hard to deduct in a way of establishing a causal relationship with migration. When we speak of climatic processes, we speak of rising sea level or soil degradation, which seriously affects human population in terms of water scarcity, food scarcity, shelter, place to stay. When it comes to the South Mediterranean region, this region has been seriously affected by it. And in regards to policy implementation, mostly the policies have been focused on adaptation and mitigation rather than tackling the effects of human migration. It can be argued that current climate-related policies, such as mitigation, adaptation, and capacity building policies, do not fully tackle the issue of climatic processes and its influence on human migration. This can be so because mitigation, adaptation policies take time to be implemented, while human population is ongoingly every day affected by it. Also, in regards to these policies, in order to have a real effect, a global consensus is needed. And as we know, many countries are not fully or not at all implementing mitigation adaptation policies. As such, one of the policy suggestions in this realm, it can be said that we can recognize climate process-induced migration as part of a legal framework and recognize the effect upon these people. Also, by accepting that under the legal framework, we can grant them a status of climatic refugees. On the other hand, policy recommendation can go in the terms of planetary allocation, which will allow these people in a planned manner to move within their national borders to places that provide them with conditions that are necessary for a normal life. Planned reallocation, as one of the policy suggestions in terms of climatic-induced migration, can be one way to go. However, it should be noted that it's a complex and difficult approach that should follow certain points in order to be successful. For example, there is a need of clear identification of possible places of reallocation, such as the implementation of the national mapping process. Also, this whole strategy should be implemented on national level and supported by the legal basis. Also, the country should be assured that they have enough capacity, know-how, technology, institutional, governmental support in order to implement this. And as a whole, while implementation lasts, there should be an effective way to monitor and evaluate the measures and the state of the population that is being relocated.